All right. Hello. We're back. It's Saturday night. It's good to be back after a week off. Lots of exciting changes in news since last week. I'm sure we'll get into a lot of that tonight. Things about the move and such. But welcome, everyone. Like I said, it's good to be back. Hope everyone's having a great Saturday, great weekend so far. As usual, I'm going to jump into the chat, say hello, get back to building, which is continuing water slides tonight, and get into all the updates on the move and all that kind of stuff. Before I do, though, a couple quick things. Number one, if you enjoy these streams, do please hit that like button. Helps more people see the stream. We're giving away an MG new Gundam Verka since we're in the new warehouse as of Friday. Yeah, I think that's everything. I'm sure I'll think of stuff. 1 week off is enough to completely break the pattern for me, so bear with me tonight. So what's up, Dylan Dull, Wolfpack, James Siegel, ready from Saturday Night Live build. Hey everyone, what's up? Hi, new Daniel. Model making and mindfulness. Hi Nick, congratulations to the move. Hope it went smoothly. Thanks. So far, so good. I mean, we got enough to start up operations in the new place by the end of Friday. Get the website back up and running. We actually spent a lot of time today packing stuff. I'm going to spend some time over there unpacking some stuff, and it's the next weekend is probably going to be all move focused, and probably a little bit of time on top of that too. Maverick Entity, what's up? Matthew Mahoney, Poke Heck, Real Time 88, Butter Knuckles, what's going on? Go Zero, Bone Daddy, Angelo Delimpio, John Ventura, Jarlask, what's up? Death, Lord Kronos, Bill Tyson, Knocked, what's going on? Baka ZCO, Gunpla Juice, Derek Tsai, Kilo Delta, Jared, congrats on the move, thank you. Jason S, what's up? Tim Mott, Richard Petrie, Waris, what's going on? Adam Champo, Stu WD, Incline, first time here. Hi everyone, welcome Incline. Rob Sadler, what's up? Good evening everyone. Received the new MGSD from you earlier in the week. You guys are fast because all you have going on. We tried. We're trying. Atomic Etrigan, Lego Yoda, Roberto, what's up guys? Alright, I think that's everybody. So, water slides. Gotta figure out where the heck I left off a couple weeks ago. But yeah, we're making progress. So, Friday we kicked off operations in the new space. We have a limited selection of inventory on the website right now. I'm going to finish checking in the next batch, which should be some of the more popular items tomorrow. Hopefully they'll come back in stock in the next few days, and we've got, I think we loaded 4 other batches, as we call them, 5, 6, 7, and 8. So it's tools, paint, and some remaining kits and accessories and stuff like that. And so those should get onto the website probably after next weekend, I assume. So it's really exciting to be set up. It's a little cramped because we still got a bunch of stuff to break down for check-in and stuff, but it's a nice space. I'm liking how things are coming together, and today went super smoothly between staff and volunteers. We moved pretty darn fast today and got quite a bit done, which is good. What's up, dude? It's been a while since I can make one of these. How's everyone? What's up, Artie? Long time no see. Alright, where am I on this thing? I think I was starting down the middle last time. I got that, 43, 40, 42, 44, so the top appears to be done. HG Aerial, nope, it's the full mechanics. Still on the Witch from Mercury show. Cool, how are you liking it? 34s, I got those. So working my way down, I think 11 at those 2 corners. Okay. I'm definitely beat though. A little sore. Definitely lingering tiredness. I don't think I've had a day off in probably a week and a half, 2 weeks at least. Last weekend was full weekend. This weekend was full weekend. Last week was most days working on move stuff, and this past week was pretty similar. I don't know, shows a roller coaster of emotions. What's up, Mando Raider? Hey, congrats on the move. Thanks. Not completely done yet, but it's good to have the new space up and running. I'll have to say that in a lot of ways, moving small to big is easier than big to small. The last move, it was easier in some ways that we could just pack everything up and sort everything out later, and we can't afford that this time because of the smaller space. So we've been very strategically plotting out each move like a chess match. Which to some extent I enjoy, but I'll be very happy when this is over. Or MG Gundam, MG Origin Gundam and Charles Gelko from you guys just today. Cheers, thanks for the great deal. Thanks, Derek. I should mention, I don't think I mentioned at the beginning of the stream, we do have a sale running this weekend. Reopen 15 for 15% off in-stock items. So if there's anything on there you maybe were hoping to pick up and then it came off the site for the move, there's a bunch of stuff back in stock now, so good time to do that. It definitely helps us out because, as you can imagine, having the website down for a few days, it's a couple days of no sales, so that means no incoming cash flow, but payrolls and utilities and all that kind of stuff don't end or pause because you're moving. So you don't want to be asking why go smaller. So Mando, we got into the space we were moving out of a little over 2 years ago. The long lease, we're finding someone to take over that space so we can move into a smaller space because it's basically too large for our current operation. We didn't have many options when we moved to it, and it was a little bigger than what we really wanted at the time, but we went for it figuring that the first couple of 2-3 years we have this explosive growth that we'd be able to maintain something hopefully closer to that. And with the way the supply chain is changing and catching up, which is ultimately a good thing, but we just don't need the space. We based our operations out of the space we're moving out of on the idea that we had to buy large quantities of things and hold them for a long period of time to have any inventory, and it's just not true anymore. We can order more stuff from our distributors more frequently, so we don't need anywhere near as much space. Hey Matrix Kage, what's up? I do the same thing in that regard. Yeah, it's just when you look at the economics of it, the amount of square footage that we weren't using where we're moving to, we're going to be perfectly sized for what we're doing. The savings are enormous, on the order of thousands of dollars per month, and lost profit that will get cleaned up, and that's going to be good for survivability and growth, honestly, because we'll be able to put that cash into inventory and marketing and all sorts of other stuff, rather than rent for space we don't need. So it's going to be great. Very happy for you. Thank you. Okay, working my way down. 26. Yeah, definitely looking forward to it. Thanks, Jesse. It's going to be way better. There'll be an adjustment period, getting used to doing a few things differently than how we have been doing them, but at the end of the day, it's going to be way better. Distributors ever get notice what Bandai's printing next? I heard they used to, but not anymore. They kind of do. I mean, there's order forms. They used to give confirmations when they knew what was actually being produced and how many you were getting of a thing that you ordered. And Bandai has stopped doing the confirmations, which is part of why we don't offer Bandai pre-orders anymore, because our distributors can't tell us when or if they're getting something. Never pay more than you need to. Unused space is a bad waste of money. Well, I hope it starts to kick hard for you as it goes up. Thanks. It should get better. Tough Turtle, what's up? Okay, hell, I've got this going in the Lions game. It's like one of those things when you realize how much more you need to grow to have the current space make sense, especially when growth is kind of slowing down, because you can't maintain 100% growth year over year indefinitely. So, especially with the situation that we're working with now, so it was going to take way too long to have it make sense. We're going to figure out my next move. My job is doing some very stupid things, so trying to figure out what I'm going to do about it. I hear that. Heavy Arms Kodak Wolf pre-order, nice. If only streaming services understood that. What's up, Rodrigo? Sub Monkey, was it a fun move though? Are moves ever fun? Like, really? I'm a sucker for like logistics, right? I like to figure out the chess moves of how do we make the thing work. I actually kind of like the idea of delegation and kind of enjoying that. I enjoy that process of figuring out those hard problems, but it's still not really fun. Hey, what's up, everyone? Hey, what's going on? Congrats on finishing the moving. How's the new place? Good so far. We're not done moving. We're just got enough over there to kick off operations in the new place because of the way we're not over 20. There you go. Being younger is definitely easier. I once found $10 moving a shelf. That was fun. Yeah, we haven't found anything amazing in the move. There's definitely were some kits that were on the shelf that were not spoken for and not counted as an inventory. So that'll be fun figuring out what those are all about. What was I going to say? But yeah, we still got more stuff to move over. So at least one more weekend of moving, I think. Next Friday, I'll probably take the day off of the day job to work on some moving stuff as well. And then we'll see what happens from there. Okay, 45. Oh, some of these are both sides. Okay, I'll have to go back and do the inside of the thing. Sounds like kits for the charity stream. Maybe, that's an idea. Got to make sure there's no reason that they're on the shelf other than that though first, but possibly. Okay, so oh no, those are full. Okay. So that would be 45. So some of the items are coming back in stock. You guys, yeah, so the moving process, is there MG Decithal by any chance? I was going to get it as a birthday gift for my wife. If we still have them, they probably would be part of this batch that will be going live this coming week. We're gradually, as we go, turning stuff back on. As we get it checked in at the new place, make sure we didn't damage any of the moving process, get them located on the shelf, all that stuff. So my day tomorrow is going to be basically working on that next batch. That's physically there, just has to get taken out of boxes and checked and located. Okay, I'm going to do one at a time on these long ones because they're such a pain in the butt. I'll work on the RG ARC 78 2.0 tonight. Cool, how is it? Hey, do you know about Zoids? I do know about Zoids. Probably can barely see it, but there's a blade liger in the corner over here that I built a while back. I don't have anywhere better to put at the moment. I have to figure out, because I don't have an office at the new space, I'll be bringing the detolf that I have there home, and I gotta find a place here at home to put it. It'd be nice to have a little more display space here at home. I'm thinking probably up in the hobby room / studio upstairs. But maybe here. Hoping to actually turn the other side of the attic into a new office upstairs too, so maybe that's where it ultimately ends up. GSD was a nice surprise restock for the move. Mine arrived earlier in the week. Nice. I grabbed one myself. So I didn't mention you had a dark horn in the backlog. Could be a misremembering. I do have a dark horn in the backlog. GSD wing to clarify. How are you doing? Just started the HG build metaverse kit. Cool. How's that one? Or maybe you don't know yet because you just started it. Okay, other side here. 46. Yeah, Takara told me that T-Spark project will be releasing a new model kit line as Zoid's franchise name. Is there a realized model? Yeah, there's always more stuff coming. It's always good. You guys be at ODO this year? I will be at ODO. Got my travel arrangements booked a month or two back. I gotta start making some preparations. Gotta go look at my notes from the last show I did. Make sure I got everything I need to do my filming solo this time. Make the most of that trip. Someone on Facebook was also asking about the MG new and where to purchase. I pointed them to your stream tonight. Hopefully bring some new subscribers. Cool. We got them in stock too. They're back on the site, I believe. Wait, no, how it's going later tonight. Cool. Finish up the inner frame with it. In ETA plus Lizard took me about 12.5 hours on Armor Next. What's up, Mark D? Takara told me T-Spark realized model went at a affordable price, then Kudabukia. Interesting. There's probably something different about it. I can't imagine that they're getting a significantly better value per pound of plastic or whatever. Okay, 39 and 41. Let's see. What's up, Urfig? How's it going? MG before, but I'm planning on purchasing one later this year. My friend recommended the RX 78 3.0, but I think the Dom Dom looked pretty cool. Any recommendations? I've built the 3.0. It's a solid kit. There's a lot of the gimmicks are really cool. There's a lot of detail, a lot of part separation. It can be a little more finicky because of it, but I definitely enjoyed that one. I got the Dom and Rick Dom both on my backlog. Haven't built them yet though, but they look like they'll be fun. G 3.0 was miserable for me. The arms section was not fun. I don't remember having any issues with the arms. I want to say maybe the legs had some gimmick stuff. It was one of the first MGs I built. It kind of almost set me up a little bit for disappointment because compared to most MGs, it's very, very detailed and has a lot more stuff going on. We're building the inner frame of MGs or the pre-made frame of RGs. I don't know if I've ever done an actual like old school pre-built RG frame. I think every RG I've done has been kind of build it as you go, so can't really make a good comparison there. Get the RX-78 master grade size, get the origin version. Don't know what to build next. That can be a problem. Alright, so we got those two on there. I think we need to get ready for our first draw of the night. Let me get the correct spreadsheet up here. G2.0 is my favorite style. I love anime accurate looks without too many panel lines. Recreating anime scene with Gunpla is a joy. Yeah, I guess that 3.0 is almost like an RG in terms of detail and nuance and stuff. Newest Kotobuki item is going to be up on order research page soon. They should be a little bogged down with move related stuff. I'm gonna nudge Kate a little bit. Maybe tomorrow after she's had a little more sleep, because she's had a few rough nights getting us ready for bringing the site live and then for the packing today. So she might bite my hand off if I poke her too hard on that. But that's the plan. There's definitely some stuff I've seen pop up that we need to order research because they look interesting and exciting. And what is my question going to be? I got it. Okay, so let's put a number in the chat from 10 to 1100 and let's answer the question, what is your favorite Gundam series? So 10 to 1100, what is your favorite Gundam series? Remember, one number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. Again, 10 to 1100. And what is your favorite Gundam series? All right. But speaking of the Kotobuki announcements, I noticed that they announced a new cross-frame girl, a Optimus Prime cross-frame girl, and I think it's the first girl kit that I've ever seen that I'm actually interested in. So that'll be interesting. I might have to snag one of those. It looks pretty cool. Okay, 40 and 42. All right. You know, I said I love y'all guys. What's the snow like up there? Into the move at all? Not really. Last Saturday, when we did a lot of the initial moving, we did a couple, I don't know, maybe like 3 truckloads or so. It was snowing, which wasn't too bad. The U-Haul that we had that day actually handled the snow like a champ. A little bit slippery, stepping onto the steps or whatever to get up into it, but other than that, it was not a big deal. None this weekend. We got no real accumulation, and yeah, hasn't really been an issue. None this weekend yet. I think we're going to get some tomorrow afternoon. Hopefully we'll be done with what we need to do tomorrow and home well before it. Be able to move the assembled detail. I haven't moved that yet. That's coming home. I want to figure out what I'm loading that in. But that'll probably be coming up next weekend. That'll be like next Sunday will probably be one of my pack up straggling stuff, especially stuff that's coming home to my house. Alright, so if I turn this over, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 maybe? As far as a new place from the old place. Let's say it's like 20, 25 minutes if traffic's good and weather's good. And it definitely saves me 15 to 20 minutes in my commute. Not that I'm there that often. especially now after the move. I'll probably be there even less since I don't have an office at the new place. So that'll be interesting to figure out too. I saw a snowstorm dropping tomorrow. I was looking up your way. It's supposed to start relatively late. Yesterday the report was it was going to start in the evening. Now it looks like it might be late afternoon. I hope it can hold off as late as possible. Because otherwise I'm going to get texts from my mom constantly asking when she can head back home because she's watching the kids. No office, just a random desk in the corner. Not even that. There's not even a desk. I mean, so at the first warehouse in Hooksett, we had a like a non-office office. I had a desk in a corner kind of thing, and here I don't even have that because now that I'm only at the warehouse typically like once every other week, there's not a whole lot of need for me to sit there and do stuff. So I'll probably start limiting my on-site time to focused things that I really need to do while I'm there. Because, you know, let's say ordering I can do from home. A lot of my analysis and scheduling ads and planning can be done from home. So I'll show up mostly to catch up with the team and check in on the physical things that I need to check in on. Maybe shoot content. Etc. I'm going to call time in about 2 minutes and then draw and see if we got a winner for this new Gundam. Been here in a bit. Are you still working a full-time job and running Mecha Warehouse? I am already. Still got both those going on. It's kind of brutal, especially with the move. Without the move, it's become somewhat manageable. But the last few weeks have been tough. And thankfully, my boss at the full-time job is very understanding of my crazy schedule the past couple weeks. And, you know, making last-minute schedule changes. Say, hey, I'm gonna not be in today for move stuff because an opportunity to make some significant progress has popped up or whatever. Like last Monday, I decided Sunday night that I needed to be at the warehouse on Monday, and my boss was cool. So, not sure what I'd do if I was working for somewhere that wasn't flexible. Your boss a free PG Unleashed. I'm not sure he would be interested in a PG Unleashed. But I've thought about maybe bringing in a stack of entry grades. You know, first taste is free and all that jazz. Would you go to thing to do while building a kit? Mine is usually building a kit or watching a show because otherwise I get off track really easily. Yeah, my go-to thing to do when building a kit is streaming, I guess. I think most of my snap building is done on stream. The only stuff I don't do on stream is painting and some detail work for the most part. So, yeah. Running a business to do a separate full-time job. That's correct. As of end of January last year, my anniversary at the full-time job is 11 days away, I think. Started at end of January last year, basically to make sure I had enough cash coming in to, you know, pay for everything at home and not have to take money out of the business. Some of that pressure should be off once the move and getting the lease finalized and ended with the old place and stuff. But it's nice to be able to save some money for retirement again and stuff. Just having a cool boss, they're hard to come by. Having a boss like that is a thing most people don't value enough. Get them hooked on that Gundam Coke. Your coworkers hooked with those entry grades, right? It's been a year already. Wow, yeah, it's been quite a long time. Part of why it might feel like it's been crazy is I don't think we announced it until we'd been at it for a couple months. Just in case it didn't stick and stuff, I wanted to make sure we're good. Time has been called. Let's see if we have a winner. To 1100 was the range. 549. Let that chat catch up. Actually, closer is nice, easier to pick up. Cool, so your local customer. Nada. Okay. We will try again in a little bit. I've been thinking the last week or so as I'm moving stuff that I think we might want to do some sort of open house, build night, something once we're settled in the new place. Maybe in the spring or early summer or something. Which would be kind of cool. But number 549, there's no winners with that number. I'll give that a moment. Doing one at a time with these long decals that give me trouble, especially as the cure time starts becoming less obvious. I'm getting curious how long it's going to take to get all the dust fully settled after we're quote unquote done moving. Hopefully not too long. Any update regarding the charity stream? Yeah, kinda. I haven't picked a date yet, but now that I kinda know how long it's going to take to finish the move, I plan on picking a date shortly and starting to publicize that. Probably... That one didn't end up very straight. Probably sometime in February. Or early March, maybe. I just need to confirm with my schedule. Good thing this is on the inside. I think the ones on the other side came out pretty good, but I'm gonna completely trashed if I try too hard to fix it. That's a bummer. I was thinking of donating a kit. That would be cool. That's one of the things that was a sign in the back of my mind, because usually we get some kit donations for the charity stream giveaways, and I basically didn't have any, probably because we weren't promoting the event hard because I didn't have a date and I was kind of in limbo on the move stuff. So I want to try to pick a date in the next few days and start publicizing that, because the sooner people know about it, we'll get more support stuff lined up and all that good stuff. Yeah, not much advertising it right. It's hard to promote it hard when I'm was very much in limbo about what the next few weeks were going to look like. Yeah, Lester, I think you went a bit hard on getting the word out last year. Yeah. And I gotta make sure I figure out how I want to do that to make sure I promote it like crazy, where I don't have a media person that I can just tell to make it a priority to mention it every couple days. I have to go remember to actually do that. Glad to hear I didn't miss. I was worried I had. Glad, yeah. Sounds like great use for those unaccounted kits you mentioned. Yeah. I do have a box of kits that Kotobuki had sent us, I think, to be prizes for AnyMech 2 before we canceled that. So I think that stuff's going to get earmarked for the charity stream. And then, you know, got to pull some other stuff out too. Have some good stuff. We built the HD Vidar, got one last week. It's a quick and fun build, good looking payoff for a really simple build, waiting for the MG to come out. You also had to make sure you mentioned you'd be building the Dendrobium. That'll bring a lot of eyes to stream. Yeah, probably. I'll have to film like a charity stream announcement video or something. And then, you know, get that out, shoot some reels and stuff. Ideas for a date in the charity stream. Probably towards the end of February, maybe beginning of March. If I had to guess right now, because I think 22nd, 22nd, I think is ODO in February. So maybe it's like March 1st or something. I had to confirm with Kate what's on my schedule. No idea. There's an MG aerial. I've only built the HG. It's full mechanics, which is not technically an MG. It's very similar to one, though. Do you play video games? And if so, what's your favorite genre and game? So, a little bit. Not as much as I used to. I occasionally get sucked into a game. Either binge the crap out of it, or play it low-key and... well, somebody's not happy. And so my most recent, couple weeks ago, not even sure how or why, but I got pulled back into an RTS game. They Are Billions. It's like a single player RTS where you fend off a zombie horde. It's a pretty good game. Really frustrating at times, but a lot of fun too. Rewarding when things go well. Okay, 41 and 39. So I think RTS games are probably at the top of my my list for genre and stuff. Let's give any details of which kits will be available in the giveaway. I'm not sure how it was in the past years. Yeah, that's always good too. What's up, MZ? I guess what the next MGSD will be. Pulling it out of my butt, but it's either probably like a unicorn or a 00. I don't know. Although I'd love to see, if I had to pick what the next one is, they should do like a Zeta. Would be cool. We've been building Gunpla for a little over a year now. What's a full mechanics? I mean, to take into consideration, I just learned what P-Pandai was. So full mechanics is like a non-master grade 1/100. So same size, a little bit less detail, at least in theory. But this one's got quite a bit for what it is. It's basically a cost-cutting measure to have a 1/100 kit not cost as much as an MG. I don't know why, but for the past few months I've been going hard on gacha games. My main gacha game being Fate Go on LB7 right now. Okay, 41.39. I should do this. Where are they? 41. We'll be getting the Gundam tabletop packs in. I'm not sure. I haven't seen them in an email from a distributor yet. But I don't know if that's because they're not up for solicitation yet, or if it's because I missed it because I've been up to my eyeballs with the move, or something else. One is either a Destiny, Exia, Arc 78, maybe another Heavy Arms. Heavy Arms would be cool. I'd be totally up for that. But I doubt it would be a Heavy Arms because they just did The Wing was the most recent one. They don't tend to double up series back to back when they do that. So I could see there being an Arc 78 because there's tons of Arc 78s. Heavy Arms would be really cool though. I would buy that in an instant. Not interested in playing the tabletop game, but I'd probably get some because I love Gundam. They seem like they'd be pretty cool. No Universal Century MGST kit yet. Yep, not yet. It'd be cool if there was. I feel like Zeta is a good design for good one for the SD treatment. And just the dimensions make it look pretty cool. We need an MGSD Zaku, Grays, Leo, or Tyrion. Those would be cool too. I don't know, I feel like the Leo would be a hard one for the SD proportions. Like that'd be a weird big head. Especially where it basically doesn't move. But I've got like an SD Zeta on my shelf and it looks pretty cool. Heavy Arms would be pretty awesome in that. Especially like a Heavy Arms custom. That would look really cool. Oh man. Fixed for the win. Okay. Let's catch up here. I'm also surprised Bandai has not made a Grandpa MGSD yet. You would figure that would be one of the first ones they put out. Yeah, it's often the first in a lot of lines. Maybe they didn't because they knew the RG 2.0 was coming out or something and didn't want to be major ARC 78 announcements or something. Zeta is cool, but Bandai hasn't been all up in their ass with the unicorn stuff. Probably because I want to try the new Gundam TCG, but it was super limited in my local store. Only got 8 kits. Giant Dome Head Leo, like an MGSD Kshatriya or Banshee. GSD Red Frame Astray, though. That Leo actually works pretty well with sort of SD proportions, like an SDG Generations Cross Race. I haven't seen that version of the design. Imagine they announced a Meteor Pack for Freedom or Dendrobium with the GPO3. Probably a Gramps for the next MGSD, then a double release of Charged Zaku and the regular Zaku. Dendrobium is giant, and MGSD isn't really that small. Bandai's going to make a TCG anime, something similar to Card Fight Vanguard, anime-wise. Maybe MGSD God Gundam. That'd be pretty cool, too. But I feel like the God Gundam's gotten some love recently, so that's why I feel like a double O or something, like an Exia. Maybe Astro would be interesting too. Like main suit from some series that hasn't gotten the MGSD treatment yet. 42 and 40. Be the closest way to get MG quality Dendrobium. Yeah, I don't know. I think keep dreaming on that one. Watch Banner do something no one expects. Make a G self MGSD. The betting odds on that would be pretty low, I think. Call 3 a pattern, then that'd be a main Protag suit with upgraded suit. Maybe a Wayne would be a good pick, but I think that being a down the road thing since they just did a 0. Some older user, they do a wing EW. That would make sense. But it means they probably won't do it in the near term. I could see it coming out later. Or a P-band diet or something. Kind of surprised they haven't announced an MGST Justice to go along with the Freedom. I feel like they don't double up series that often in the same line for the lines that have intermittent releases like MG or RG or whatever. They must figure if they spread it around, they're more likely to be successful with it. Okay, 38 down the middle. They doubled RG wings, did they? Okay, that was a while ago though. Let's see, new PG2. I know I'm not the only one. Of course. 3 times, and then Digin that beyond. But like Epion's spaced out from those other ones. I mean, let's look real quick. Actually, where's the... let's go in there. But 17 and 20 means that there's a couple in between. So, like, they could come back to it quick, but they don't tend to double up. Unless it's like a P-Bandai release or something. Let's go find this real quick. RG God came up pretty recently now. Shining's on the way. But again, not back to back. So if we're talking about what's next, like they put a few in between. So you got the RG wing that was like 35, and preceding that was Zeong, I think. Like, I don't think they ever do them back to back. I wouldn't be surprised if they have either a real grade team or they have like 2 or 3 real grade teams and they're like leapfrogging each other. And you might have one RG team doing wing designs, say, and they don't, they work on one and then the next team releases the next one or something. I have no idea. I'm making crap up, but it would make sense. Like, I think they let each one percolate for a little while before they hit the next one in the same series. And it'd be interesting to look at a list. If I could sort out all these P-Bandai and event exclusive ones from this list I'm looking at easily, then it'd be a lot easier to go look. Shining looks like it's going to reuse a lot from God, which is probably why Shining over Master. Yeah, that makes sense. They definitely do go for mold reuse where it makes sense, but they're like, wait just long enough to like let it percolate, see how well it does. The problem with back-to-back is if you do them back-to-back, you're making the commitment on the next design before the previous one goes. If you got 2 wing designs, you don't have enough time to see how it's selling before you decide to do the next one. But if you see one do well, then it makes sense to put it back in the queue. If it doesn't perform well, you skip. So There's probably something like that going on. Okay. Anyway, let's set up this second draw for the new Verka that we're giving away. What's up, Rockers Los Angeles? Let's put a number in the chat between 10 and 600 and answer the question, what do you think the next MGSD will be? 10 to 600, what do you think the next MGSD will be? Remember, 1 number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship US addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number to be in the same comments for it to be valid entry. 10 to 600, what do you think the next MGSD will be? GPO1, GPO1FB were back to back, were they? Okay, that might break the thing. Those might be close enough that they just designed them at the same time, though. Their strategies could change over time, too. I bet you if you really analyzed how they do that stuff, you'd probably notice that the strategy shifts at some point. Whatever range, 10 to 600. Kind of hate when the water slide sheet starts falling apart because you cut out so many. The MGSD of the Wing Zero came out close to the 30th anniversary of Wing. The God would fit into that since the 30th anniversary for G Gundam was last year. They do that a lot too. Anniversaries definitely drive some of their stuff. So what's the upcoming anniversary? I just hate water slides. What decals are these, Nick? These are Delpy. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right, so that should be everything on the shield. So I think that leaves just the rifle. How long would it take if I order from Maine? So Jonathan, we usually try to ship within a couple business days where possible. We're in New Hampshire, so it shouldn't take long to get to you from here at all. The only caveat is that we just reopened at our new space. We haven't had any of our pickups yet, so they should be scheduled. We're told they're good to go on the next business day or two. But if you were buying and needed a certain date, I would be cautious. But shouldn't be very long. I don't like the look of chibi features, but I want to try an MGSC to give it a fair chance before forcing myself to make the purchase a challenge. MGSD has a lot of fun tech built into it. I'd at least build one. I think I'm gonna probably be doing the wing on stream fairly soon. Do you have a dock or just a garage door at the new place? Just the garage door. No dock, which is kind of a bummer because the dock is nice, but we don't use the dock that often these days. Really feeling to be Arc 78 already. Weird, it wasn't the first one, but being the 45th makes saving it makes sense. I'm gonna call time in a couple minutes here. Okay. These are all. I got a couple 47s here. Actually, I'm gonna box these up and get them off the bench. Gotta get this move done so I can get back up and do some more top coat spraying. And finish off this kit. Okay. Let's call time and get that wrapped up. Okay. Time has been called. I think Unicorn is next is because they want to show off the new technology, the MGST line for the transformation. Especially because they have been adding those transparent glittery plastics. That would be interesting. Okay, 10 to 600. 146. No winners. Okay, well, we will draw again shortly. Okay. If I can prop that up, there we go. Those nuclear parts are really sweet. Yeah, some of the stuff they're doing technology-wise with kits lately have been pretty amazing. They're definitely continuing to push the envelope. You can't claim that they're resting on their laurels and just doing more of the same. Alright. Thanks for the sub, Scar. I don't know if they will do a UC suit and then MGSD line right off. It seems more like they want to use it for alternate timelines right now. There's a cycle frame of those new parts. Someone built the MGEX Unicorn. I've heard great things. Bicycle reflector cycle frame. Okay, so I got both of those. 51 and 50. Snap the LED cables, build it into the pose you want. I've heard of the LEDs breaking for sure. How's it lined up in the picture? Let's do... Alright, you guys are just 3 hours drive from me, thinking if I could just go to the physical store or ordering online. We do offer local pickup. We don't have in-store shopping. If you would show up during our normal operating hours and we're not absolutely slammed, we'll be happy to show you around, although I would recommend waiting until after we're fully settled after the move, because there's not a lot of room to even walk around for a tour right now, with everything still kind of clogged up as we finish unpacking. We allow people to kind of walk in the original Hooksett Warehouse fairly regularly. We kind of turned it off when we went to Concord because it was so big, And then with the spaceware now, it's like the opposite, where it's smaller, so it's just kind of tight. So having somebody browsing the while we're operating means that we're not functioning, basically. MG, ST, should I buy? First out of the three, any recommendations? And I've heard good things about all of them so far. Should drive my PG00 riser no longer works. Anything you can think of I can do to get a replacement? Depends on when you got it. If it was a recent purchase, then the Bluefin Bandai parts replacement program is still valid. But if it was a while ago, not as much. About 1 year ago, yeah, it's going to be outside of that warranty. I mean, there might be third-party LED sets that fit the PG. Come for a tour state to help them unpack. There you go. Paint you use for weapons like rifles and whatnot. I mean, I only use Vallejo for all my painting needs personally. What's the build today? Mario, I'm working on decals for the Full Mechanics aerial. This is actually just got to do the other side of this weapon. And then I think I'm done. And then on to the next project. Vallejo be thin with water? It should be able to. I use the Vallejo thinner, but it is a water-based acrylic. So some people do use water to thin. All right. Airbrush use. I have an Iwata HP CS that I use. I like it. I'd recommend it. If you're brand new though, I can't say that I wouldn't recommend buying a cheaper beater airbrush to screw up while you're figuring stuff out, because I did things to mine I should never have done. So I've never done full painting before, but I'm slowly getting into it. I use Vallejo on a wet palette and wet brush. It works great. I use their Mecha series. Yeah, Vallejo Mecha is good. About as durable as you can get for a water-based acrylic, and I like it being non-toxic is kind of nice too. Airbrush, but I have an apartment, so there's not much room. So it's ominous and sinister. What HPCS is about $200 to get a cheap one to practice. Yeah, I've heard a lot of people that are really into stuff will sometimes use multiple airbrushes for different things, so I think if you got a less expensive Airbrush, you'd probably still find use for it if you were to upgrade later. You're committed to get a good compressor first. That makes sense. 4 airbrushes, 1 for primer, 1 for base coats, 1 for metallics by detail, 1 for non-lacquer paints. Yeah, I've heard like metallics can be a thing, just like people sometimes have separate regular paint brushes for metallics because of the metallic paint flex. Primer can make sense to use a different needle size for different spray patterns because you're not doing as detailed stuff with it. Let's not go anywhere. One of my starter brushes I use strictly for metallics because it's a pain to clean it completely out. Think about Vallejo more since their employee wanted people to boycott the brand because they wanted a roof on the building. I haven't seen any of that stuff. All right, next up 51 and 50. Do you have a specific top coat prior to water slides? I use a gloss coat before I do water slides. If that's what you're asking. Helps the decals move better on the part. Can't complain about my airbrush too much. I paid $40, got 3 guns and a compressor. Works okay for learning. Because they say that roof leaks, they don't get paid enough. It makes the rounds more in the Warhammer sphere. Interesting. I mean, I don't know what conditions are like there. They're in, where is Vallejo? South America? Somewhere. But I mean, we've had roof leaks in our business before. Italy, Spain. She was Italian or some kind of Spanish. Guess the reference. planet Earth, I would assume. Employees had multiple demands, ranging salary, healthcare, HR protocols for harassment. The company made good on the demands. Okay. Wait, that was a reference to Peter Griffin's book, wasn't it? You got it. Took me a minute. Cool, so there should be one more left on this beam rifle and then we're set. But it's 10 o'clock. Let's do our next draw. So let's do a number from 10 to 300, and we haven't asked this one in a while. Beam saber or beam rifle? Excuse me, beam saber or beam rifle. Number 1, number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only ship to U.S. addresses. You must be present to win, and your answer to the question and the number have to be the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 300, beam saber or beam rifle. Sabres are winning out pretty early on that one. Okay, 48. How do I spelled it? Bean? Gotta watch out for the bean rifle. If it hits you, it gives you gas. Alright, so... I think one of the biggest killers about not having any time off the last few weeks, last couple weeks with the move and stuff, is that often Saturday and sometimes Sunday are my sleep-in days where I can recover from the week, and haven't had that luxury in a while. I think it'll be at least one more weekend before I have that luxury again. All right. That back up. At least there's light at the end of the tunnel. That's true. That became very very apparent today. The rest of the move goes quickly for you then. Yeah, I think it's going to. I was pleasantly surprised. We got basically everything else packed up today that needed to get packed up. There's a few things that are straggling that someone will take care of this week, and next weekend we should get it moved over and some stuff moved to storage units, and then it's just clean up and checking in the rest of the stuff. So we should get there. It's just a lot. Alright, so means the aerial project is done, at least for tonight. I'll have to throw my matte coat on there at some point. Probably in a few weeks when I hopefully have a spare moment or two to do airbrushing again. I slipped this at the top. Taco Bell Crunchy Bean Rifle. So I have a question. You guys probably don't have the answer to it, but maybe you do. Why are some Taco Bells super consistent and some super not? The other day, was it yesterday? No, it was Thursday. Thursday, I went to Taco Bell late in the day. Didn't get to eat lunch because of the chaos of the move and stuff, and went to a Taco Bell. And it took forever to get any food. I didn't think I was going to make it to where I had to be afterwards. It was really crappy. Okay. For many weeks I finished PG Gundam Red Frame Asterisk High Inversion. I put it in Discord a few days ago. Cool. Franchising. There you go. I don't know how the franchises stay in businesses. Like how stay in business. Like if you can't get food before the full-on rush. It was like 4 o'clock. It wasn't even like peak dinner rush. New workers is a possibility. Some stores are corporate owned, so they have more control of the kitchen. And the franchise is also, they just very franchise. Some owners may have lower standards. It's just like, they need to take care of that, man. It's bad. Of course, it's the one that's most convenient for me. It's the one that always sucks. Alright, let's call time. Let's try this draw here. And then I think we're going to work some panel lines on a couple kits, trying to work in progress stuff towards completion before I start a new kit. Alright, 114. Best foods and addiction people will bite the bullet in a pinch. I don't think we have a winner, Silch. Okay, confirmed. So we got one more draw. We'll see if we can get a winner in the last one. Well, always being bad is still being consistent. Every once in a while they do okay, and I think that I'm going to be fine, but I shouldn't. Like, I don't have problems with other ones. It's just this one. It's just always, almost always bad. It's just frustrating because it's the one that's convenient, you know? I think one time the, whatchamacallit, I think I went in there understaffed one day and I went to place an order and the woman sighed at me and it's like, okay, well, I'll just walk away now. downhill ever since the Taco Bell dog went away. That's true. People that franchise have multiple brands they franchise, so some are good and some are bad. If they're equal out, they don't care. You would think that if you're franchising multiple places, you'd be able to figure out how to run a business, you know? It's always staff. Nothing else really can change that drastically. Yeah, I mean, but there's ways to change that. It's called you fire people that suck and hire people that don't suck. I recognize that it can be hard to hire people that don't suck, especially in a place like that, but like you need to be present enough to know that you've got that problem so you can try to fix it. Yeah, Taco Bell Chihuahua was holding it. So people don't care if their business is run well as long as they're making money. Fast food in general is having issues with crap workers. I feel like Taco Bell should be one that you could find people that like enjoy Taco Bell and care, but too many people hire their friends or really hold Taco Bell up to any sort of high standards. Job I work at pays pretty well and still issues hiring people that don't suck. I mean, I get it. Like, it's hard to hire good people. It's hard to know if somebody's going to be good or not from a hour-long interview. And you don't necessarily need, rocket scientists to work your Taco Bell, but I don't know. There has to be a better way. I did the HVAC and walk-in freezer for this place that I grew up in. They really don't care. The same problem at my local Arby's. One by me is a terrible manager and only bad reviews online, but the one 5 miles away is always amazing. Actually opened a Taco Bell Live Mass Cafe here. Huge drink menu, including coffee. It's weird, interesting. People who work in fast food are either kids with their first job or just bottom-of-the-barrel employees. Fast food restaurants really fall with a bad manager. I feel like you find, okay, employees, good or bad, you find that one rock star manager person, or a couple, get a couple decent, assistant managers or something, and reward the crap out of people that kick ass and can run the show. And then if you get other people that show that same kind of talent as line workers, and you give them those opportunities and move them up, but what do I know? It says fast food is trash food, so it doesn't matter how good they look. The lack of pride in their work is what makes quality so bad. I don't have it. The food was fine when I finally got it. It just took forever. This fast food should actually be somewhat fast. So nobody else to consider neighborhood and the worker pool they have access to, and the type of customers they interact with daily. These days, too many people fail upward, do a bad job, get promoted. I don't know. I feel like the one that gives me the most trouble is in probably one of the more affluent areas that will support a Taco Bell. I feel like you go any more affluent and they wouldn't let you build a Taco Bell. There's a fairways. Away from southern border, it takes a while to get authentic Taco Bell. You know, good business sense, but some are just franchises, so as long as they stay open, they don't care. Also, some places like highway exits have granted brand traffic, but that's a whole other thing. I mean, I guess they're off of the highway. They're working at a restaurant in high school and decided it was not for me. Probably don't reward. My wife managed a Subway for years, only made 50 cents more per hour than base. Well, yeah, that's a problem. Like, you need to at least try to reward the people making the harder calls and running things, I think. Because a good manager or supervisor will drag otherwise not great people, not as talented, say, or not as motivated employees along. I feel like the chat just got super active once we were dishing about Taco Bell, as usual. Yeah, nowadays use fast food or $20 a meal too, but the quality's still bad. When I was a kid, a section of the greater Philadelphia area called the main line banned McDonald's from building there because it was too lowbrow for them. It's a rich area. And down the street for me, employees are always blitzed. Normally I get more stuff than I ordered, not much like an extra taco. Not much, but like an extra taco burrito. Food always makes people talk, apparently. I mean, how much is a Taco Bell franchise? Maybe I need to buy one. I probably can't afford one. And don't tell my wife. I'm pretty sure if I started another business right now, she would murder me in my sleep. Actually, it probably wouldn't be in my sleep. I would see it coming. It would be bullet to the forehead, executioner style. I gotta be careful to even joke about starting another business. I think it's 25K. That's it? Evening Champions. Did I miss a drawing? Taco Bell franchise. Think 1.5 mil. I'll check. We're gonna Google AI 525 to 2.6 mil. Oh wow. Okay. Yep. I definitely can't afford a Taco Bell franchise. I'm pretty sure I would run the hell out of that if I had one. But not so much in the way of spare time for yet another business. Mecha Bell. There you go. I should start my own. Not quite Taco Bell. And have all mecha themed Mexican food. Franchise fee is 25 to 50K. It must be the rest of the startup cost. If that's the franchise fee, maybe those other factors or other figures are factoring in things like setting up your location and all that stuff. Nick's Taco Warehouse, Londo Bell, there you go. Nick's Nacho Plamo Hut, Beam Saber Blast. That sounds great. The bean rifle coming back in the chat. Tequila Gundam Kids toy, free taco with kits order over $100. Can I get a Gordita Zaku Crunch Wrap, please? All right, I think this is a great idea. Zaku Bell, there you go. The You get a large Zaku with beam sauce and a side of fin fries. Some Mecha Bell meal. The hot sauce color red will send you to the restroom 3 times faster than regular hot sauce. Zaku Bell wins. I think so. I don't think I'd ever get the licensing for that. But that would be pretty awesome. Beam Rifle Blast sounds pretty good. Many viewers went out to buy Taco Bell at the streams, given how often it's brought up. I wonder. If anybody knows anybody at like Taco Bell corporate that can hook me up, maybe we can get a limited partnership going on here that we can make something happen. You guys leave the stream up on the channel. The replays are always up. Yeah, I think they're all on there. Taco Bell's from the Fetty Scum podcast. I can't take credit. Oh, is it Heat Hawk Hot Sauce? Heat Hawk Sauce. It's not even hot sauce. It's Heat Hawk Sauce, clearly. Chalupa might as well be a Xeon suit name. Funnel cake would be great. Zaku Bell, that way you kept the sound for the word and reference, but doesn't have to pay license, since at the end of the day is not the same. Just like that, Nick had a knockoff Bell, and shortly after he died under mysterious conditions with his wife as the main suspect. I'm a roast chicken for me. There you go. Oh, I'm liking this. I'm gonna quietly mention to her, joking, if I don't show up for the stream next week, you guys know why. Okay, so final draw of the night. Let's do a number from 10 to 100, and since we're talking Taco Bell, let's do what's your favorite fast food item? Like, what, you know, is it a burger? Is it a taco? What is that go-to item that you like the most? General Char's chicken. There you go. Diet Mr. Bright. Okay, 10 to 100, favorite fast food item. One number per person. Do not delete or change your number. We only shipped U.S. addresses. You must be present to win. And your answer to the question and the number have to be in the same comment for it to be valid entry. 10 to 100, favorite fast food item. Final draw of the night. Spicy chicken sandwich from Chick-fil-A. When I'm in a pinch. Man, I'm getting hungry now. I had it one time, but those BK breakfast French toast sticks were crazy. Say I'm gonna warm up some popcorn chicken once the stream is over. Work nights, so I woke up shortly before stream, waiting to go get something to eat. Grabbed a couple pizzas today while we're working on the move stuff, and I got some leftovers in the fridge, so I might have to go heat me up some pizza. I get off the stream. Jack in the Box tacos, the spicy crispy chicken. I never had Jack in the Box. Met Lisa Newman, she was on our podcast. She owns half of Sharky's. I think it's Baja Fresh, so we close Taco Bell. I don't love-hate relationship with Long John Silver's. I love their food. My stomach hates it. That's a bad combo. Subway was better. Are you with me? I don't know that I ate any Subway early 2000s, so I'm not sure. Kind of miss Quiznos at times. If we're talking sub shop stuff, sub chains. People who live in areas with restaurants, fast food joints that are open late in the night. All we have in my area is either Papa John's or Domino's. This Quizno's so bad that I realized I can make the same sandwich at Firehouse. Oh, really? I feel like whatever they did for like toasting sandwiches for like a meatball sub was pretty good at Quiznos. Firehouse definitely filled that niche. Okay, I'll have to check that out next time I'm near a Firehouse then. I've never been to one. I've seen them around, but haven't tried one. Waffle House today for the first time in years. It was good. I'm looking forward to my trip down for ODO, another Waffle House trip. I feel like half the reason I go now, don't tell anybody, is picking up food I shouldn't eat, you know. Hit up Krispy Kreme, which I can't get here in New England. If you go on East Coast near Wegmans, they have some good subs for grocery stores. Haven't been at Wegmans in a while, but they're down in Mass. Waffle House has found its new host. Jersey Mike's already went downhill. I had a short Jimmy John's phase because they were tasty but too small. Waffle House, go for the food, stay for the fights. There's some mom-and-pop deli sub shops in Boston. Next time in NC, give Cookout a try. Okay, so put these in here. Well, we'll just set them aside. Here's the completed stuff. Here's the to be completed stuff. I'm gonna call time and do this final draw of the night. I think they'll load you up with fries. Gonna pay an SD Core Fighter. I want to cry. All right, calling time. later in February, we'll have a lot of questions around food, especially Virginia area food. Okay, time is called 10 to 100. So that's my favorite spot. Philly, West Philly, near Central City. I like that healthy spot. Boston's all colorful as you can. Spot, not spit. I'm gonna say the amount of spit in your sandwich probably does matter for how good or bad it is. I don't know. Jury's still out. Okay, number 57. Ooh, looks like we have a winner. Lord Kronos. Congratulations, Lord Kronos. Let's make sure you're here. Pretty sure you probably are, because I think you're smart enough not to fall into that trap. Although the amount of time it's taken for this response, winner has to get everyone tacos. Hope you get back to us soon, because that's too much talk. You had to go to Taco Bell. Uh-oh. What was the number? 57 was the number. He was running around Joy. It's possible. Imagine he had a power outage like a minute ago. Got the red Comet hot sauce. He's here every week too. Yeah, you would know the deal. We have to start the timer. I think maybe. Yeah, someone want to add him? Lord, there he is. Good. Phew. Really didn't want to have to call time on that, especially on a regular. Congratulations, Lord Kronos. You know the drill. You can send an email over to support@mechawarehouse.com and we'll send out that MG New Gundam Verka sometime this week. And I think that takes us to the end of the stream. Thank you all for hanging out and watching. Hope you had a good time. I definitely did. It's good to be back. Plan is to be back next week, same time, 8:30 p.m. Eastern. We'll be giving away something else, working on probably finishing up panel lining this, maybe another kit, and then starting into something new, maybe with some luck. Maybe an MGSD. We'll see. See what I have here next week. But once again, thank you all for watching. See you next time. Have